It's, part of us. And everything we do in our lives is all part of our heart, our soul, our consciousness, our subconsciousness. And when we're out there and we're about and we're going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with that? Or what am I going to do with this? Or how is that going to happen for me? Or what's going to go on? Or, there's so many different things we could put out there. And as we're going through these things, we're looking at the different fields. And today I'm going to focus on three that are very, very important that a lot of people don't even realize they're within us all. And when we know they're within us all, which means we can utilize these fields and we can make them work for us. And why not? Because we can have fun, we can have success, we can have joy, we can have anything we want in life. And it's just a matter of getting aligned, right? Come on, tell me you don't know that already. Because, when we do, and you align the consciousness, the soul, and the heart. These are the three powerful fields that we all have within our body. And when you align these three fields at the same time, when they align together, we have a trifecta, so to speak. We have a triangle. They're all connected. But the heart field is one that is often overlooked. And why do we overlook the heart field? Because we're so used to it being there. Because from the heart, we have emotion, we have feelings. Everything we want and everything we know and do comes from the heart. Now, the heart is a very powerful organ that we have in our bodies. It does a lot of work. And the heart also has a heart brain. It also has the same neurons that the brain has the same cells that the brain has. So the heart is very powerful. And the heart actually expands 15 feet out from your body. So the heart goes really long ways. For me, 15 feet is a long ways. I don't know about you, but it's a long ways for me to think of my energy, my heart, my love, my upsets, my, drama, my happiness, my joy, all goes out and touches that many people. And when you have energy like that and it's touching that many people, don't you think that makes your heart the most precious organ besides keeping you alive that you could ever have is your heart? Think about it. It keeps you alive. It keeps you going. It keeps everything funneling through you and with you. Sorry about that. Because emotions come from the heart. Love, dislike, happiness, trust, success, feelings, they all come from the heart. So knowing that your heart is that powerful, when you can expand your heart 15 feet out and you can connect that with your soul energy, which is the soul, which is who you are. Your soul is your being. It's your whole you. Your soul is you. When you do that and you connect your consciousness with this one, when you connect the consciousness, which is the part of your brain that's always thinking in the front, your consciousness is the learning part of our brains. It's the part that teaches us. As we do things in repetition, we learn. That's from our consciousness. And then it goes to the subconscious, which in turn creates a habit from doing it over and over and over again. So when you know to connect your conscious thoughts, your conscious energy, with your soul energy, which is you, which is your energy coming from you, it's who you are. It explains a lot about you when you really get down to it. With your heart energy, when you connect these three fields, and they are separate fields in your body, separate fields, and that's right, you have separate energies going in and out of you all day long. How do we ever keep anything straight with that much energy flowing through us all day long? So always feel good. And I try to always do this also. I train this, I teach this, and I reiterate it over and over and over throughout my days. But I always try to make sure people say, how do I feel good? How do I feel good when sorry about that. Everything's starting to bloom out here where I'm at, and I'm getting allergies. But when you do that and you realize, okay, if I can feel good about anything, I pick something that maybe a good feeling that I had from back in the day or whatever, it doesn't matter. When I can feel good about where I'm going or what I'm doing, the people around me and everything else that's happening in my life, when I can feel good about that, when I can feel that good, then I know things are going to happen for me. They're going to happen exponentially in my favor. So reality actually exists on two planes. I know we're getting really technical here today, guys, but this is really important. Is reality exists on two planes. Reality exists on a positive plane and it exists on the negative plane. And when these two come together, you may have one positive thought and then you right around you have a negative thought. Granted, keep in mind, here's the key here. You cannot have a positive and a negative at the same time. It may seem like that is. From time to time, things go wrong or things are going right, and then boom, something happens. And you think, how can that be? You told me I couldn't have two at the same time. You can't. Because a positive energy and a negative energy do not have the same polar opposites. You cannot have them at the same time. So when you have free will, which you do, we were all born with free will, given us the opportunity to grow and prosper and to have what we want. Now, granted, knowing that we have this free will, the universe cannot, or God cannot interfere with what you're thinking, what you're wanting. You put that in your vortex, you put that out there, you've asked for it, you want it, you're striving to get it, you're going to get it, you've already got it. God doesn't know the word no, but you have free will. If you can't align with what you want, then how are you supposed to receive it? Because you have to be, number one, in the receiving mode. You have to be aligned with what it is you want. How does it feel? How does it feel when you have that thing or that person in your life or whatever it is? How do you feel when you have that? That is aligning with it. When you can feel it, you can align with it. So the three fields of consciousness, soul, and heart. When you align these three fields together, don't you think you're on the cutting edge of discovering something wonderful within yourself? I mean, you are on the cutting edge every day of creating and prospering and growing and doing the things you want to do. So look at what you're doing every day and be on the cutting edge of creating your own energy threads. Because I look at it this way: when you connect your consciousness, your soul, and your heart energies, the heart has a thread that comes off of it, granted 15 feet out, right? Well, the heart produces a thread and it connects, when you allow it to, connects with your soul, which is who you are, and your consciousness, and the three are connected. When you do this and you connect these three parts of you, wow. It is amazing how this happens, and it's amazing how this goes. Because why not be in alignment with what you want? Because when these three fields work together, there's no giving up. There's no going back. There's no not having it happen. It's going to happen. So grow yourself every day. Don't quit learning. Always learn something new every day. Have confidence in yourself. Be successful in yourself. And love what you're doing and have joy and happiness in your heart. Your heart is always working to bring back to you what you're doing. If you have a sadness in your heart, that's what's going to come back. And granted, things happen in life that we are sad. We have deaths in the family. We have things happen that make us sad. We have different things that happen that just we are grieved over. And that's okay. That's part of life. It's meant to be dealt with. It's meant to be lived through. And that's just it. We live through it. So as you're going through whatever hard times you're having in your life right now, know that it's going to be okay. When my dad died, I was very upset with the world on this and how could this happen and the whole thing. But you know what? You have to look at the life lived, as I did when my dad died. You have to look at the life lived and be grateful that you have the time you had. That's what I had to look at for me. Granted, for you, it may be differently, but for most of us, it's looking at the time we had that made it more important than anything. So connect your consciousness, your heart, and your soul energies together and focus on what you want in life and allow it to come. Allow yourself to be prosperous and allow yourself to live that wonderful life that you were meant to live. I know you can do it.